what's your definition or like your kind of way of teaching consent? Because people think consent's before sex. Consent can be removed during sex, after sex, before. There's so many different levels of it. How do you make sure somebody doesn't stray over the line, or it's everybody's happy? Is that the use of safe words? Is that a cooling off period before something like that would happen after discussions? How would you start introducing consent so everybody's happy and safe in whatever they're doing?
Yeah. So I'm going to talk about two different levels of consent because there's a BDSM consent where there's going to be safe words, there's going to be more parameters around it because it can get a little bit more dangerous, right? So that's kind of a different ball game. I will address that, but I'm going to address the first level of consent, which is around normal sex, like more vanilla types of sex. And honestly, the sexiest way to do this and the best way to do this is to ask in a sexy tone, like, oh my god, do you like, you're so hot, do you want me to go down on you? Or, oh my god, do you want me to eat, like, I'd love to eat your asshole, do you want that? Like, and that is like, that's hot. That is not, honestly, that's
Definitely.
adding to the, yeah, yeah, that's
No.
adding to the experience. It's not, because people get afraid that it's going to take something away. You're not. You're actually making it sexier because you're describing what you want to do to them, and then they can go, yeah, yeah, I'd like that. Like, it's so, and it's easy to do.
So why then, after all these amazing things and all these great resources, do so many guys put the importance? They emphasize the importance of the penis. They think this is the tool that I throw it in, I get it a bit wet, stick a finger somewhere, kiss, and thrust it in. Where the women want different angles, grinding, different techniques. There's plenty of different oral techniques. There's plenty of different techniques on rimming and but why do men still just think, I've got a hard thing, I'm going to stick it in a soft thing? How do we
Yeah.
break that stupidity?
Yeah, and there's so many guys who are shocked when I tell them that only 30% of women orgasm from internal stimulation. The 70% will orgasm clitorally, which doesn't that doesn't necessarily involve a penis, right? This is
Hmm.
involving dry humping, or maybe like a little bit of penis or a little bit of penetration, and then mostly clitoral stimulation, which is kind of like, you can use fingers and then you can do some tapping, or you can do like the a little bit of inserting of your penis, but not all the way in. And then you kind of tap their clit a little bit. There are so many, there are so many other ways that women can get off. But I can also kind of feel for guys because, man, it is shocking the variations between what gets women off. I am a female, and there are times, like, it took me researching to really understand, like, whoa, like, people are different. People are so different. Sometimes women want their clit to be touched during sex, who orgasm or like clitorally, but then some of them don't. They just want it to be like around the clit, right? And then some find it to be painful if the clit is touched too soon. Some want it fast. They want it to be touched directly. So that feels scary to guys because what the fuck? Like, if I'm not sleeping with the same person over and over again, how am I ever going to know? And also, and also the same person can vary from day to day, right? And from week to week. Are they on their menstrual cycle or not? So
Yeah.
here's the good thing, though, guys. You can just ask. You could just ask. How do you get yourself off? Like, how do you orgasm? Like, and then you can mimic that.